recently a Lotus Petal in this etched foil style that showed up at Gen Con that I assumed was just a Gen Con promo. Then it showed up as a WPN promo at game stores. Stores started getting them to give out to players who attend their events, with not that huge amount of oversight on how they should hand them out. I think this is very cool. I think Lotus Petals is an incredible part of Magic history, and this is actually a beautiful promo. And yesterday they revealed these. These are the 5 WPN promos that are coming to game stores over the course of the next year, starting with Sarah Angel and moving chronologically through to Gaea's Liege. These will be given out at game stores who are WPN premium stores, and they're given out basically at the whim of the store. Now that whole scheme is kind of a bit ski-whiff. I've had people tell me that their stores don't really hand them out enough, might be pocketing them, for example. How true that actually is, I don't know, because I have no first-hand experience of this. But the idea that Wizards of the Coast aren't micromanaging stores and how they give out the promos that they provide to them, on the whole, feels like a good thing. Let me know if your local store is giving these out properly at their level. And then the picks for them. So we have Sarah Angel, Lord of Atlantis, Zombie Master, Goblin King, and Gaea's Liege. So the theme here is like iconic creatures from Alpha, I believe. That's why Gaea's Liege is here, because he was from Alpha. The iconic thing, I don't quite get. I am going to rag on this a little bit. Like, who thought Gaea's Liege needed a reprint? Gaea's Liege has only shown up previously across the original sets, like Alpha Unlimited and up into 4th edition. And there was obviously a few versions in like Summer Magic and Foreign Black Border and all these other weird places. But other than that, Gaea's Liege has been long forgotten. A 6-mana creature, an avatar, a green creature. It has power and toughness equal to the number of forest you control, or if it's attacking, power and toughness equal to the number of forest your opponent controls that you're attacking the defending player. But it also taps to target a land becomes a forest until this leaves the battlefield, which is a unique ability. Hell, I might even go as far as to say it's kinda interesting, but ultimately, this is a miss in this cycle. And that doesn't make this cycle bad. I think these are actually adorable. I like the idea of these in-canon characters show up to a game store and play it. It feels very 90s TV advert. This is our 5,000th Sarah Angel reprint, and they are casting a Sarah Angel, I don't know if that's arrogance or not, in the mono white mirror, it looks like. And the flavor text talks about every setback, every triumph had led to this point when she played her last card and knew without a doubt she had won. Looks like they're also playing unsleeved, so I'm hoping this is limited, because that's kind of gross. Lord of Atlantis comes with, a Tide Shaper. This is going straight into my Svalen deck. I can't pronounce that word, I'm English. This is why I voted out of the EU. The funny thing about this is that Lord of Atlantis is just ripping packs of Modern Masters 2 to find cards for his commander deck. That is, I don't know, there's something really funny about this. An iconic Lord for a creature type that has seen play predominantly in 60-card constructed formats. A classic alpha rare. And here it is, playing commander. Well, if that isn't modern day Magic, I don't know what is. Zombie Master is my favourite. The flavor text is not even the cold embrace of death could keep him from his pre-release events. I think that's pretty decent. I love that as a Zombie Master reprint as well. This card hasn't been reprinted since 6th edition. That means it hasn't been reprinted in 14 years. That does also mean that Zombie Master will no longer be a $10 card. Its price should creep down because of this. An ongoing issue in Magic that nothing is really worth anything anymore because of the reprints, but I do think play pieces, like just common copies of Zombie Master, shouldn't be $10. There should be collectible versions of everything, but there should also be accessible versions of everything, so a reprint is good. Goblin King says he stepped inside but instead in awe. Never before had he imagined such joy and wonder could be contained all in one place. And this is my favourite in terms of flavour text and just the merriment of the art, because it feels kind of like what I was like when I was a bit younger, going into game stores and realizing there's whole communities of fucking dorks like me that want to play tabletop games and card games. It's actually really wholesome. There have been some people complaining that the goblin needs a bigger nose because goblins, tend to have bigger noses. But with the recent changes to like Krenko's art for the anime thing, I wonder if we're just going to see more and more goblins with small noses for some reason. And then Gaea's Liege is just hands down the most disappointing one of a lot of them. You can hardly tell he's in a game store. You can hardly tell it's part of this promo season. You can hardly tell that it's actually a card that anyone fucking wants. And also, the characters interacting with him are just people in like typical magical stuff, like someone who's wearing like a Lady Gaga style mushroom dress. It still evokes the original of Alan Moore having mushroom trip while wearing Halloween antlers in the woods, but ultimately I just don't really get why this is here. I guess it's nice to have iconic deep cuts get reprinted. This isn't iconic. although it is a deep cut, I guess. I just wanted to make a quick video about how cute I think this promotion is. I believe at time of recording, this is the very first time we've seen any card outside of like silver border sets reference magic in a fourth wall break. I just imagine somewhere on YouTube, some dickhead is like getting angry that the fourth wall break breaks the sanctity of what it is to be Magic the Gathering, that it doesn't take the game so seriously anymore. Does no one respect the goddamn game? There is a hyper reality to the art of these that is reminiscent of the Secret Lair cards for actual outside IPs like The Walking Dead and the D&D movie and such. Things that people have been complaining about. The Doctor Who has got a bit of this going on at the moment. People are saying that it looks too much like the show, too much like the actors, and not enough like Magic art. But ultimately, I don't think that's a problem if it's not all the time. Magic is vast and wide enough to have a really varied visual style across its game pieces, formats, and product line. We see this with Secret Lairs that look nothing like Magic cards, and showcase frames in Magic packs where you can't even read the fucking things. So for there to be the exact opposite of this, where the cards are clean and clear cut and photo real, which in itself is an aesthetic and a stylistic choice, but it's unstylized in the sense that you can just clearly see what's going on, I don't really mind. I don't see the issue with this. And beyond that, these cards are still full of character and flavor, and like I said, the Goblin King itself, big nose or not aside, it is full of whimsy and excitement. The Zombie Master joke, the Lord of Atlantis smugly looking at packs it's just ripped open, this evokes a sense of what it is to play and engage with Magic at your local game store, as well as an element of whimsy of being into the game initially and learning about these in-jokes. I don't know, I just really fucking like these, except for Gaea's Liege. That card is ass. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm back with another video later today and tomorrow.